So the other day, I thought it'd be fun to try and figure out which ship sets in Sea of Thieves are the rarest. So over the past few days, I've went out and asked about 50 people what ship sets they had. So the following video is basically the results of that little test, which means this video could be 100% incorrect. However, I am still fairly confident in my answers. But before I get into that, I wanted to ask you to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it when you do. Now, there are a lot of ship sets in Sea of Thieves, so the first thing I had to do was narrow down the search. Basically what I did was I made a list of every ship set I know to exist in the Sea of Thieves. Then I just started marking them off, so I automatically excluded all of the ship sets that you can currently buy from any shipwrights, that you can currently buy from the black market, and ship sets that you can currently unlock through emissary stuff. Now that just leaves ship sets that you can unlock through Twitch drops, ship sets that you could buy from Duke before the black market was a thing, and ship sets that you can unlock through completing specific accommodations. Now one last thing before I start. In order for a cosmetic to be considered a part of a set, it must include the sails, hull, and figurehead. The reason I did not also include the capstan, wheel, and cannons is because customizations for those were added after like half of these ship sets were. But anyway, I've gone on long enough, so let's get into it. In the number 5 spot, we have the Triumphant Sea Dog ship set. Different parts of the set can be unlocked and then purchased for gold for completing a variety of accommodations in the arena. Now, I never really thought that it was that rare. I guess there's just not really that many rare ship sets in the game. 6 out of the 56 people had this ship. In the number 4 spot, we have the Bone Crusher ship set. Not that ugly ripoff one you can buy from the black market today, but the original one. And it placed 4th with only 4 out of 56 people having it. It was introduced during the Cursed Sails event and could be purchased from Duke for 40 doubloons. Now, although this ship set didn't cost many doubloons were way harder to get back then. And I don't think many people would have grinded the skeleton fleet enough to actually unlock it. In the number 3 spot, with only 3 of the 56 people having this ship set, is the Wandering Reaper, which, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know existed until yesterday. This set could be purchased from Duke for doubloons after completing the Legendary Reaper of Wanderer's Refuge accommodation. This ship set is unique for several reasons, the first being that it has multiple different sails that go alongside the hull. Even though they're technically not a part of the same set, we're just gonna say they are here because, well, that's basically the same design for all 3 sails. There used to be a way to make one of these sail designs glow. I don't know if this was intentional or even if it still works. In the number 2 spot, the second rarest ship set in the entire game, according to my findings, is the Forsaken Ashes ship set. Only 2 out of 56 people had this, and it was introduced during the Forsaken Shores update when the Devil's Roar was added to the map. Now, I think this ship set looks way better than that new Ashen Dragon ship set we have, which I find to be hideous. This is also probably one of my favorite sets in the game. I feel like the only reason it is rarer than the Bone Crusher is because less people wanted to go out to the Devil's Roar, or at least less people were able to. In the number 1 spot, the rarest ship set in the entire game, the Wailing Barnacle. This ship set was introduced in the Shrouded Spoils update and could be purchased from Duke for 40 doubloons. Only 1 out of the 56 people I spoke to had this ship set. I'm not even sure how this became so rare. The only real reason I can think of why is maybe people thought it was ugly. I mean, I've always liked it. It's been one of my favorite ships since its first appearance back in the Shrouded Spoils update. Unfortunately, I was only able to purchase the hull though. But anyway, that is my list, and those were the top 5 rarest ship sets in the game, according to my research. Actually, it's not. I'm here from 3 days in the future to tell you all that I completely missed a ship set. Somehow or another, I completely forgot about the Killer Whale. I think the main reason I missed it is because I just forgot about it initially, and then nobody had the entire set when I asked them about it. Now, I wouldn't say that the entire set itself is rare, I would just say the figurehead is. Because in order to get the figurehead, you have to be level 50 in Hunter's Call, and nobody wants to fish that much. Anyway, back to the present me to give you the outro. But that's all the time I have for today. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing. I really do appreciate it when you do. And, well, that's about it. So, goodbye!